Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Harry Muppet. Welcome back to some StarCraft 2 Daily Masters action. We've got another awesome game for you here today. We've finished the American Premier League, and we're now in the European Premier League Season 3. That happened last year. It is going to be awesome. So let's introduce the players. Up the top left side of the map, we have Mr. Patience. He is from South Korea, plays for the Dead Pixels team. And not sure how old he is, but anyway, his opponent down the bottom right side of the map is going to be Mr. StarDust, 24 years of age from South Korea, not currently part of a team. He was part of the MY Insanity team until 4 days ago, literally, and yeah. So, he's not part of that team anymore, he's left the team, so that is it. But was part of the MY Insanity team up when he was playing this game, but no longer. So, very, very interesting stuff. Both players going for a decent amount of tech structures early on. Well, a decent amount of non-expansion structures. So, it looks like StarDust did go for a second gateway nice and early. Not sure about the reason. He's going for a third gateway as well, it looks like. Is he? Was he? I thought he was, but then he didn't. Must have built a couple of stalkers instead. Mr. Patience, on the other hand, is getting a couple more gateways. Getting that Twilight Council as well, probably going to be going for some fast Blink Stalkers. And StarDust, there is that third gateway. So it's interesting what both players are doing. Neither really doing anything crazy. There is a pylon down here. So StarDust may be going for some sort of 4-gate play. Patience, I definitely think that Patience is thinking about Blink Stalkers. There it is. So StarDust might be able to sneak in before those things get up, before the blink gets up there. Might be able to do some damage early on, but Patience not exactly lacking in units. He's got 2 stalkers versus the 3 of StarDust, so I think he should be fine. And he does have additional gateways coming out as well, which he should be able to hold off for a little while. His gate tech is only a tiny bit behind StarDust. The StarDust really sending a lot of stuff over there. There we go. There's 3 stalkers coming over there, 2 more being warped in. So he is currently up to 5. Patience, though, is at 3, and he's trying to hold the top of the ramp. Didn't really work too well. Oh, man, now he's got to deal with a couple of pylons here. That is not going to be fun. He does have the Mothership Core, though, so Nexus Overcharge is going to be helping quite a bit. The pylons get cancelled, and Patience has held off this attack for now. Doing a pretty good job. He's now up to 6 stalkers with those 3 gateways. Blink is about to come up, and then Patience can go on the aggressive side, and StarDust will have to defend against it. But interesting thing is neither player has got an expansion yet. Usually you see fairly early expansions in these sort of games. Mirror matchups are sometimes a little bit funky, where players are not feeling confident enough to go for an expansion because of any sort of crazy stuff that can happen at the start. But I'd be hoping that there'd be an expansion pretty soon for both players. We can see StarDust going for Immortal Tech probably, though there is a slight chance he may just shoot straight for Colossi. There's the blink coming out. Of course, Patience is going to be way in front when it comes to that. He's got his stalkers up as well, not a huge amount, 6 versus 8, so StarDust still has more. But of course, Blink can change that around, and StarDust still has quite some time before his Blink tech is ready to go. But a single Immortal can change all that. I mean, Patience, he can have the best micro in the world with his blinks, but if there are Immortals out on the field, then it is going to be very, very hard for him to do anything. But he's sort of sitting back, playing it cool. He's got his expansion. He's got a robotics facility of his own, pumping out an Immortal. So it doesn't look like he's going to be looking for a victory anytime in the next couple of minutes. He's just taking it slow, doing the good stuff. He might go in here, see what he can do. And there we go. There's the blink moving away, but no real engagement going on there. Just a bit of a scout. It's got a nice pylon here. So if he wants to, when he gets that Immortal out, he can start moving down. We do have 1 Immortal for Mr. Patience. StarDust, surprisingly, not building an Immortal at all. He's just seen that Patience does have a decent amount of stalkers, about 6 of them. StarDust does not seem worried. He's not building any Immortals. There we go. So he's pushing hard for the Colossus tech, and it does constrain his ability to build Immortals just a little bit. So we're going to see exactly how well he does. He's going to be falling behind on the macro, of course. Patience with that second base up. StarDust, so he's building it, but it's not quite there yet. So Patience, he is 2 workers behind, but that is not going to last for long with the 2 workers currently being produced. So they're probably going to be evened up in just about a minute or so. The Hallucinated Phoenix sees the robotics bay. That is going to be awesome. So Patience instantly going for his own robotics bay. knows that there's nothing crazy going to happen with any sort of attack. If StarDust is going for Colossi, that means he's not going to be attacking in the next couple of minutes. He's going to be sitting back and macroing up. So Patience knows that he can afford to sit back, do the same, and get some Colossi of his own. Unit-wise, they're pretty much the same. 8 Stalkers versus 6 Stalkers and 2 Immortals. Patience could potentially make something happen here, but the margins are pretty close, and I don't think it's worth it. I mean, all StarDust has to do is warp in 3 Stalkers, and suddenly he's got an advantage again. And get some good micro and destroy the Immortals. But he has warped in a couple more Stalkers. He's thinking about... I don't know what he's thinking about. But the Stalkers very, very nicely taking out that pylon. And Patience just sending out a small force out in the front. Might see what he can do. Couple of Stalkers. He is going to get a little bit trapped here. Both players have Blink. The main army coming out for Mr. Patience. So StarDust, yeah, going to have to get out of there. And just waiting for the Immortals to sort of catch up before he moves in. What do we have for the Colossi here? We've got 1 Colossi out. 1 Colossus out so far for Mr. StarDust. 7 Stalkers, blah, blah, blah. See, the Immortals are going to be pretty good, but we do have Zealots coming out for Mr. StarDust as well. So I think he's in a pretty good position. The first Colossus coming out for Patience as well. Neither player really a huge threat to the other one. I think if they go in there, it's not going to happen. Nobody's going to be able to take the other player out at this point. They're just pretty evenly matched at this point. Patience has got a slight advantage on the worker numbers, which is nice. Pumping out a bunch more gateways, which is nice. StarDust has 3, Patience has 3, but Patience going for 3 more. Almost certainly we can expect StarDust to be pumping out a few more gateways very, very soon. It seems to be pretty standard around this point in the game to up your gateway numbers. Because I mean, look at the minerals and gas. Well, it was shooting up a little bit, but StarDust has decided to invest into a 3rd base as opposed to a few more gateways. So yeah, we'll see how he does. He's probably follow this up with a bunch more gateways, because if he's on 3 and Patience is on 6, that's going to make a difference. Colossi numbers, it's 2 versus 2 at the moment, so Patience getting those Colossus nice and fast. He's not that far behind, and he's getting his own 3rd base at the moment. There's the 3 gateways from StarDust, so they're both about even. You've got the Colossus range coming down. Patience is actually going to get it sooner than StarDust, which is quite interesting. Oh, the base is going to get cancelled. That's unfortunate, but a beautiful flank. Manages to destroy the mothership core, and now we've got this flank going on absolutely beautifully. How much is Patience going to be able to destroy here? Both Colossi, but he loses both of his own Colossi to some great Stalker micro. And Patience came out ahead, sort of, in the army. I think he killed more there. If we have a look at units lost, he's definitely killed more there, but losing that 3rd base is a definite blow. So I can't say that Patience came out ahead there. He came out ahead in the army, in the units lost, but in terms of macro, I really don't think he came out ahead. I really think that hurt quite a bit. So he's getting it straight back up again, and StarDust going for another 2 gateways. I assume they're not the same gateways as before, so another 2, that'll put him up to 8, which is very nice. Patience on 6 at the moment, still pushing hard, pushing out with the workers. He's doing okay. StarDust has stopped building workers for now, obviously just making sure he's got a room to go, and Patience trying to even it up here, looking like he's going to go for a bit of a snipe. The Phoenix comes in, sees the main army, sees it's right there. Not sure if he can take out the Nexus. If he micros it, just puts everything into it, those Immortals are going to help quite a bit. I think he can probably take it out. He tried to go for some workers there, something, and instantly warps back, decides it's not going to happen. I thought maybe he could have sniped that, but he would have taken a lot of damage doing that, so decided to pull back. His 3rd base is nearly up anyway, and he's still ahead on the workers. That's the important thing. He's starting to have to long distance mine that, but yeah, that's fine. Bunch more gateways coming up. Both players pushing nice and hard. Both players playing a very safe, very economical macro game. Not making any mistakes, not doing anything foolish. And yeah, so far they're doing alright. This is a nice sneaky attack coming down here, and a bunch of Stalkers coming in the other side. 2-prong attack is going to be beautiful. Patience, is he going to fall for it? Is he going to pull his entire force out to take care of these Stalkers? The answer is no. He sees the rocks going down at the same time, so maybe StarDust could have timed that a little bit better, but then of course he did have to work those rocks down. So, in the end, are they going to get taken down? A nice blink, but StarDust gets to blink first and gets the hell out of there. Rocks almost done, so yeah, I don't know. It does take a while to take those rocks down, so if you move the stalkers a little bit sooner, get the entire force down to about this point when they're hitting the stalkers, then you start working on the rocks, you can maybe get them down and hit this nexus, but it'll be hard to do. So StarDust chose to hit the rocks a little bit sooner, and Patience caught wind, decided not to do anything. What do we got here? 4 zealots going in. They're going to be making short work of this guy. Look at all these zealots coming in. That is a lot of zealots. Patience warping his own zealots in at the same time, and he's looking pretty good. But I think StarDust has the advantage in terms of the gateway number, so he really allowed him to get a lot of stuff here. And there we go. Managed to pick up 3 zealots and get away with them, so that's nice and easy. Another bunch of forces just moving around here, looking to see if they can find a soft spot. How much have we got for the units? 4, 6. Patience has 6, man. And the Archons are starting to look a little bit scary for StarDust. Patience, I do not know if he's got Star. Yes, he does. He does have Archon tech. Level 3 weapons about to hit for both players. And Patience, I don't know. He's gone down a little bit on the working numbers, so that's something. He's about 5 below. StarDust obviously pushing nice and hard, but on the army side he's got 20 in front. So Patience is looking pretty good. He's feeling pretty good at this point. He's gonna, this is gonna be so close. I don't know if he can do it, but he's gonna fight to the, no, he decides to blink out the last second. I thought maybe he could make it happen, but he would have lost all his stalkers trying to do it. Hallucinated Phoenix from Patience makes it all the way through, and StarDust is just like, yeah, let it go, let it happen, whatever, we don't care. No, 4 zealots coming in from Patience, trying to mirror StarDust's attack of before, but has not happened. So here we go, moving on out. We're still so close in this game, both players so close to each other. Upgrades pretty much the same. We do have zealot links for Patience, which is very, very nice. His zealot numbers are looking pretty good as well, so that's a advantage. Another form of zealots going in there. The main army is over there, but if they're over there, then they're not over here to defend these rocks, and the rocks are going down. Pulls the main army away. The main army running for it. Patience moves in. This is beautiful. StarDust does send his zealots back there, and they're going to have a nice fight. The Archon are helping out as well. But it did take quite some while for the army to move over there. However, the rocks took a while to get down. So there we go. It's going to be sniping a gas. Come on, snipe it. It's got like 2 health left. He just can't get it in the end. Look at this warp prism just shooting on through. It's got a single High Templar. I wonder how many kills that High Templar has. No idea. Workers killed. Patience actually lost 10. StarDust has lost 6. Meh, not really too much from either player. StarDust has lost more resources. A fair amount more resources, 1,500. It starts to add up over a longer period of time. But of course, StarDust has a slight advantage. And here we go. He's actually overwhelmed this Zealot force. More reinforcements going to have to come on. He tried to do another attack here. StarDust sees it away. And he's chasing the units, which may be a mistake because the rest of Patience's army is going over to own this base. I don't think anything in the world is going to save this Nexus right now. It is going to go down. It is going to be absolutely destroyed. Not sure that StarDust cares because he's building a 4th base over there instead. Is he? What's he going to do with this army now? He's going to warp back to his 3rd base. And that's a good idea because Patience was going for it. And now Patience is going to have to get out of there. He's running for it. Does have a mothership core, but he's going to lose some of the units up the front. Archon's starting to take some damage. That's not good. Are we going to see a warp out of here? No, he's just going to be running out nice and standard. He's managed to do another 2-prong over there. Now StarDust is starting to get in a bit of trouble. Back base forced to be cancelled, and Patience is firmly in the driver's seat in this game. He's been attacking, he's been attacking, he's been attacking. He's set up this 4th base. StarDust has not so much as touched it in the last 5 minutes. He's been too busy defending his own bases, and his Patience really is in the driver's seat. I'm not sure. StarDust has to turn it around. I'd like to see some more of that Warp Prism action. Zealot drops all over the place. I'd like to see StarDust do that. So sort of turn the attention away from his own base, because it's really quite a lot to bear at the moment. And Patience is just going to be racking up stuff right now. He's continuing to push that units lost out to StarDust. StarDust is now up to like 2,600 at the moment. That's got to hurt. Let's look at the APM. damn. Okay, very, very nice. StarDust obviously not doing too much on the military front at the moment, but he's, yeah, sort of sitting back. I don't think this is his maximum APM. I think he's just sort of not doing a lot at the moment that requires APM. Oh, but patience. Moving on in. Oh, he's managed to get a couple of stalkers in there, taking out some workers. They get destroyed, but once again, the diversion. And this fourth base is going down. Let's have a look at StarDust's economy at the moment. Worker count, not too bad. He's mining okay. This base has got minerals. This base starting to run out of minerals. This base minerals long gone. Oh, is he going for it? Has Patience made a mistake here? He's going around the side, but his fourth base is very, very close to being destroyed. What is he doing? He needs to Mothership Core out of there. Mothership Core warp. And get over there. He needs to get over there ASAP. His forces are too spread out. I'm not sure if he can get a clean Mothership Core warp. I don't think he can. And the fourth base is going to go down. The workers attacking a stalker. You should be running, workers. Otherwise, you're all going to die. Patience has decided to let this base go down. He's going to go for the third base. StarDust very, very wisely is running his workers out of there. So he's going to save his workers. Puts him 54 over 48, which is nice. Taking out the third base, and it looks like we are going to be seeing a base race scenario, at least until somebody decides to warp their army back. Wow, I'm guessing Patience are going to take out the expansion and then go for it. StarDust being very greedy, looking to go for the third base and the expansion at the same time. I think he can take down both of them, but it's going to suck for his army when Patience decides to warp back, which should be any second now. Is he? I don't imagine he's really going to go for a full base race. I think he's going to warp back and wipe out this army. And no, he's still going. He's not stopping. It looks like both players are committed to a full base race here. They're not just destroying one or two Nexi then warping back. They are committed to fully destroying each other, and we'll see exactly how it goes. We've got a nice Nexus being warped in from StarDust there. That is going to help quite a bit. We've got a pylon warping over there, but StarDust already sending out Zealots to deal with those guys. Oh man, this is absolutely crazy. I've got no idea who's going to win this at the moment. The Zealots having a go here. They managed to destroy the Nexi, but a DT does take down the rest of the Zealots. Patience does have enough minerals to go for additional Nexi. If he cancels this one at the last second, he can keep building Nexi forever as long as he cancels them at the last second. So there we go. Patience about to take out some of the last buildings. StarDust has given up destroying buildings and he is moving across to take out the army. But of course, Patience can just do a bit of a warp to get out of there. And I don't know if StarDust has the army to take these guys out. There's so many Colossi in Patience's army. How the hell did Tempest get into this fort? He just came out of left field completely, man. Really, really crazy stuff. And here we go. Patience must have some idea of where the Nexi is, of where the Nexus is, and StarDust is madly rushing to defend it. He knows this base is the only thing keeping him in the game, and he is going to defend that for his life, but does he know about the Tempest? That is the question. StarDust is not equipped to deal with Tempest as long as they're not on the... Oh, where are the Tempests going? They are putting themselves in harm's way. This is a horrible idea. Snipe the Nexus from long range with those Tempests. Oh, damn. They do tons of damage to the Colossi, man. Alright, I take it back. Move those Tempests out there. Get them hitting the Colossi. You can totally own this army if the Tempests get out there. Oh, there we go. Colossi starting to take some serious damage. And Paige just has too many Colossi. I can sense a GG in the coming right there. There we go. StarDust giving the GG. Man, those Tempests, I gotta say, just WTF, but at the same time, what a genius move, because they just own the Colossi so well. Those Colossus just went down like a ton of bricks. And that's it. Game done. What a fantastic game. It's crazy. It's always crazy when you get a base race at the end, but beautifully played by both players, and in the end, Patience with that foresight to get the Tempest out. Such a fantastic job, and even got level 1 weapons for him, so that is just beautiful. That's it. Thank you very much for watching this game. I do hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys tomorrow with another one. Stay tuned for that.